Well, gone are the days of performance management being a once a year assessment and a rating exercise using a crappy tick in the box form. Well, maybe that still exists, but it's not really conducive to the expectations of the bulk of the current workforce. And it's certainly not the expectation of the next wave of talent, who are the future of work. So, performance, or probably more specifically, continuous enablement of better performance is, and rightly should be, less about process and more about the employee experience. And why is employee experience and especially the performance experience so important? And how does the HR team think about shifting from traditional performance management to a much more engaging experience? That's the key question. Well, the key answer is to be more human. I think creating an environment where it's easy and motivating and inspirational for a team member to interact with their coach or their people leader, their direct manager, and to work with their peers, even in a digital, work from home hybrid environment, which is the norm these days. Being more human is so important when we're separated by technology and by geography. I always like to think about it with my old sports psychology hat on, and in sport it's very, very rare, if it even exists, for an athlete to get to the end of the season and then sit down and have to critically assess their whole year's performance, every game, every training session, everything in between at the end of the season, and critically assess that entire year by ticking a bunch of boxes. That just doesn't happen. And then to have their coach or their captain or whoever go ahead and tick those same boxes about them, and then potentially get two different results and immediately be placed in this confrontational situation where your belief about yourself and your own performance and your skill is out of whack with those around you, who may ultimately be responsible for how much recognition you get going into that next season. It just doesn't work in sport. It doesn't work in business. And what works better is continuous feedback, regular coaching, encouragement, lots of training, lots of drills, feed forward, where you keep adjusting what target you're going after based on the field in which you play or the competition that you're up against, and regularly high-fiving and celebrating when you score. That's a great experience. And if you're in HR, think about how to create a performance environment where people can be more human, help people to be intrinsically motivated to be at their best and do great work. And if you're a people manager, you've got to ask questions like, what motivates you? And ideally, if you can make work fun with intent, well, that's a great performance experience.